Gotta remember to hit the... Oh, I could pause it while it's loading up the live feedback. Excellent. I'm learning things today. Hello, hello. Let me get myself all comfortable here. Been a while. Been a while indeed. I haven't actually played any of this game since then, so we're giving up on monster hunting for that Cresselia monster. It's a sad story, but it's true. So we'll be happy with what we've got going here so far here. How is your week going? I didn't do any videos for my YouTube channel. Okay, you've already been fought. I'm just learning who I have and haven't fought here. But I didn't do any videos this weekend. I was exhausted from the weekend. And I was just like, you know what? I need a break. Why did you beep at me, Watch? Why would you beat me? Yes. That we do. That we do indeed. He's gonna start with a mud shot. Good old rain. It's gonna be high 90s for us weather-wise. So that's brilliant. Actually, I probably could have done mud shot. That would have been busy. Not necessarily busy. Just I didn't get a lot of sleep. I fed you, buddy. I did. Don't be mean, buddy. Yeah, I'll take under 100 any day. Just didn't get as much sleep, so I was just like, can't be bothered. Luckily, I took the time to relax. Yeah, Hobbs is misbehaving once more. He's used to me waking up when I start moving around, and then do stuff. I fed you, buddy. I did. It happened. Yeah, no, I took the time, just refocused, found my chi, and then ate it. It's good stuff. So it was nice, because I was just like, I'm too tired, really, to realistically do videos, and I know I'm getting good belly drum. Why can you learn belly drum? I don't even know what it does normally. Yes, we don't want it at all. Don't need that. He doesn't even have hands or a belly. It's a tiny little thing. Look at him. It's basically a giant piece of hail with horns. Buddy, I'm gonna get upset. I'm gonna get upset, buddy. And nobody wants that. I guess we could send you out. But yeah, nope. Just took the time. And I'm nearing the end of, some of the games anyway, so I'm like... Buddy, hang on. Gotta start throwing things at him. Hobbs understands very well. If I start throwing things at him, it's because he's doing something wrong, and he's already been fed. We'll see if he bites into that. It's rough being with Hobbs. Not gonna lie. Magnitude 6? Of course it knows magnitude. Of course it does. He's, Alright, hold on. I have to convince him to stop. I have to convince him that everything's fine, that there's nothing wrong. He knows now. He knows if I get up and it's not to go feed him, it usually means he's in trouble. Because he knows what I want him to do is go to sleep. That's what I want him to do. But he's not having that. Alright, yes, buddy. He'll go to sleep eventually. He'll figure it out. He's a little cranky right now. I don't even know where he's at. That's unfortunate. Fan Malcolm. Alright. Now we're gonna have to go back and heal up. I don't have teleports. Drowsy's not that useful. Right? Like, Drowsy doesn't have it, right? Like, I'm not... Yes. That's been taken care of. So now we're at this point where we're trying to get out of Pewter City, which means trying to go through Mount Moon. So this will be one long adventure. But we'll see what's inside Mount Moon at the very least. I try my best sometimes. I try my best. Gotta get through. You gotta get through it somehow yourself. And comments and one-liners are my way of getting through a game sometimes. If you can't make a joke about the game, it's not worth playing it. Alright. I see you have a Quagsire too, sir. Alright, first things first. Just gonna loosen you up a bit here. Don't worry. I hear him doing something. It's not a wire. Thankfully. Thankfully it's not a wire. Ancient power. Good to know. Good to know, I saw that. There we go. That's a different notification. Okay, yes. That just tells me that the phone has done its weekly scan. Even though it doesn't happen that often. Has Ancient Power just not been working as well as I thought it is? Oh, right, because it is ground. I've not been paying attention. I haven't been paying attention that much. Hobbs is no help in this matter either. Buddy. Buddy. I'm gonna start throwing things again. I'm gonna do it, buddy. You're gonna be highly upset. Hidden power, yes. Yeah, no, he's like, I don't want to fall asleep. Because what he wants me to do at the end of the day is pet him. That's what he wants. He wants me to pet him because he has been unloved all day. Which is untrue, by the way. Untrue. Alright, that's actually not an important notification. Alright. Leveling up is my business. Ranger Pansy, oh yes. Ranger Pansy. True story. True story. No, he's even more upset because I've been changing up the routine. Buddy, hold on. I've been changing up the routine because the youngest brother works during the night shift. And then he comes home typically, you know, like 7 o'clock and whatnot. Buddy. So what happens is, his dinner time schedule is our morning time schedule. Buddy, I'm trying to scare you. There you go. There you go. You scare him, he'll go into his hidey hole. Or at least a box, and I'll take a box any day. So what I've been doing is like, usually we play, you know, games in the evening time on a normal schedule. But what I've been doing is we've been playing games early on in the morning. Oops, that wasn't the correct thing to do. Especially when it's a magnitude. This is the second Nidoqueen we found, right? What is with this nonsense? There you go, buddy. Everything's better now. Well, okay, it was on magnitude 9. But that's what me and the youngest have been doing, is play some video games together, since we can only do it in the morning. Which works out well, I think. Works out pretty well. Because we've got several games we have to get through together, several projects. Yeah, it's not too shabby, honestly. It's a pretty good setup. And then he goes and sleeps throughout the day. And that's when I usually chill in here. The streaming's nice as well, like streaming while he's sleeping, because then I'm not accidentally like being loud in the main part of the house. I could just be down here, do the stream for a bit. It's Fire Rock. Blaze Kick's honestly gonna be as good as anything. Let's be realistic here. Good thing it knows Rock Blast, because that would have been unfortunate. Would have been unfortunate. But yeah, no, we like the setup so far. Just gotta make it work somehow. Luckily, Saturdays and Sundays tend to be more normalized what we're used to, so we'll take that. Other than him leaving, obviously, Saturday evening, which would be the equivalent of our Monday morning. Oh, good thing he has a Thigh-splosion. Good thing he's got that. At least Puccina has an Earthquake, in case this goes terribly wrong. Because let's be realistic, it's about to. It's about to. Do a little Psybeam. Yeah, I do morning walks. I get up, usually, let's see, because I get up 5 o'clock in the morning, actually for an online game, but that's a different story. And then I usually go and about, I'd say like 5:30 to 6 o'clock when I just go and get my walking done, my Pokemon stuff, at least some of that done. 10 to 20 minutes of sunshine. I don't think they met here in Arizona. 10 minutes in the sunshine would kill a man. Outright. But I go, like, and if I don't go in the morning, I definitely go in the evening time. Because usually, so my routine usually is I go out in the morning, I have to go free up a red gym so that one of the red people can place his in his thing and whatnot, place his Pokemon, and I usually keep it red for him to make it easier for that. Usually is the key word, of course, here on that one. And then I usually also go knock out my Pokemon that's in the blue gym early in the morning, and then in the evening time, I go and put my Pokemon back inside the gym. Because usually, like I said, I usually try to keep the gym colors the same. Like, I don't try to fully convert the blue gym into like a red gym. I try to keep at least a Pokemon in there, so that way it's easier for me to re-put my Pokemon back if necessary. Plus, other people occasionally are driving by on the street, or worse, they're walking up and down like I am. So it just gives them a chance to put in their Pokemon. I'm only concerned about knocking out really my Pokemon. Like, let's engineer Leo. Like, let's be realistic here. Good thing she has a Hypno. Like, good thing. But yeah, no, the walking that I've been doing for almost a year now, ever since they put those gyms there, like, has been super helpful health-wise. Like, I feel healthier. I've lost weight. I don't know how much weight I've lost, but I know, like, since I've started walking, I went from a 35 waist to like a pretty snug 33. So, like, that's pretty much where I need to be realistically to stay healthy. So, I'm quite alright. I wasn't paying attention. It's fine. Yeah, no, and it wasn't like I was purposely keeping track of like my health and whatnot. But I just noticed, like, one day I was like, oh, I don't need to tighten my belt, or I don't need to loosen my belt as much anymore. So I was like, I'm sold on the whole walking thing. It was like just enough to keep me at the healthy level I need to be. Alright. Not to mention, not that I'm going super crazy, like I've converted into a diet, but I have reduced, really ever since, like, COVID-19 became a thing, I started reducing my calorie intake, so it's probably helped out a bit. Like, not super crazy where I'm starving myself on purpose, it's just being more portion controlled, as it were. Although I still eat a lot for a guy typically my age. Let's be realistic about that. Because I need those delicious calories. I did see I had to open up a new bottle of syrup for my oatmeal. That's another change, actually, I've been making is oatmeal for breakfast. But, I opened up, like, a new bottle of... Oh, I didn't want to go that way. At least we can avoid that trainer. We're gonna heal up again. Yes, but so I opened up a new bottle of syrup, and on the front it said no high fructose corn syrup, and I was like, what? I'm like, that's like the bread and butter of human beings, high fructose corn syrup. Like, that's what separates us from the animals of the world. One day, a little trilobite found some high fructose corn syrup, and boom, humanity started the path of evolution. True story. True story. No, I like to do... So there was 2 containers of frozen fruit preserves. I think it was strawberry. From long, long ago. Fan Jessica. Oh, okay. This could be a long day. I don't even think I've saved recently. Yeah. So I've used all that now. But that's what I was using to throw in a little flavor, put a little fruit into my diet. As gross as it is. It's something that I could work with. And then sometimes too, we'll go get bananas, and I'll do half a banana in my oatmeal. Works out pretty well, honestly. Yeah, you gotta... Because oatmeal's pretty bland, let's be realistic. Like, you need a lot of syrup to make it taste-worthy. Yeah, I wouldn't agree with the raisins parts, just because... Like, that's a little too... Like, it's too chewy, it doesn't... Like, at least with bananas, like, they'll get soaked in with the oatmeal, and so they'll become mushy in that sense, but I don't see raisins becoming mushy, like... A light syrup? No, no, no. I need a thicker syrup. That's what I need. I need the flavor. What I should do is just buy high fructose corn syrup in bulk and then just mix that with my syrup that doesn't have any. Who does that? Who does that? Sugar and cinnamon's not a bad idea, honestly. Although I'd have to go check to see if we still have cinnamon. Because I think we gave my sister the cinnamon. I'd have to double check. It's always tricky sometimes when she comes over and she's like, oh, do you use this? And I'm like, not really, most of the time. The problem is that I never actually pay attention to see if she took it with her or not. And I'm like, okay then. It's like, I'll deal with it later. Right. Like, there's nothing wrong with her asking, and it's, like I said, a lot of the times it's... Honestly, I'm just like... No, I'm like, we don't actually use that. Although I do have to tell her, I think... She was looking for... Like, months ago, she was looking for a particular dish. And we couldn't find it inside where it should have been, but I think I found it in the garage, so I'd have to ask her and be like, hey... True story. I have all the essentials anyway. Everything you ever need to cook with is what we keep. And by golly, if you can't cook it in a pot, I mean, why you even bother cooking it? True story. Alright. Finally a battle that should go Drowsy's way. Should be being the key word here. The other thing too, drowsy. The other thing too is just like, I was telling Eric one day when he was visiting, I told him, I was like, look, there's two modes of cooking. There's off and then there's full blast. Like, I don't understand why there's all these numbers in between 0 and max. He just looks at me, he's like, you know I used to cook, right? I'm like, nah, bro. Listen, you can't be hung up on these little details on these numbers. Just if you can't cook it on very high heats, why does it need to be cooked? Alright, that was not the correct switch that I wanted to do here. Oh, I know what I was gonna talk about now. I don't know if you saw any of the new news in the world of Pokemon. They did very recently a Pokemon Direct video of talking about upcoming new Pokemon stuff in the future. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta go figure out. I gotta figure out what that date was. Anyway, we'll get to that later. But they talked about, of course, for the new game Pokemon Sword and Shield, the new expansion coming out for that. So it's like, that's cool. That's gives some people other things to do. I'll stick with my nice shiny Sneasel. They talked about how they've got a new Pokemon game called Pokemon Cafe, which is a puzzle. It's a puzzle-like game. Kind of reminds me of like Bejeweled, but kind of like that scenario kind of thing. But should be cute. It was like a Charmander, like working at like basically like a Starbucks, and I'm like, that's actually adorable. So stuff like that. I'm sure it'll be a cute game. Yeah, we'll see how that all turns out. They also announced I loaded up the wrong thing I was going to put on my smartphone. That's upsetting. Oh, good, Muddy Water. Excellent choices. Leveled up again. They also put on the for the Switch, it's gonna be a brushing teeth app meant for children. Pokemon Smile, I think, is what it is. And I was like, yes. I'm like, I need that in my life. And then they actually announced a sequel to Pokemon Snap all the way back on the N64, calling it right now New Pokemon Snap. The idea of going around taking pictures of Pokemon instead of battling them and whatnot, which I'm like, yeah, it was a long game, but that was actually like probably one of the most brilliant Pokemon games that wasn't part of the main core. And I think this could go over very well. Like, it's coming out for the Switch as far as we know. It's not coming out for like phones and whatnot. But I think with sort of the concept of now consoles are becoming more socially interactive with each other, that a Pokemon Snap for the Switch could work out really well, where you could share pictures you've taken from your journeys online with other people. Like, I'm hoping that's a thing, because to be realistic, like, it really wasn't until the Wii that there was some sort of interaction between consoles as far as Nintendo was concerned. And the Wii U had a pretty good functionality with social interaction through media and whatnot, but it itself didn't really take off as a platform. But the Switch, however, Switch has done pretty well. So I think it could work out pretty good. Nice. There's some interesting news here. as well. I'm gonna read about it here on my little phone. Oh gosh. The website is not auto-turning, so this gets interesting. Yeah, no, it's now in my bloods. It's now in my blood to try to save. Ooh, little Cyndaquil. Hello. Hello. You're so cute. We know where Thyspotion is, though. I might want that instead. Oh, good. Sharpen. That's useless. I don't even think we have any Pokemon that could learn it. Anyway. Woo! Nope, don't load up that. I just want to read through. Because it looks like Pokemon Go is testing out some new things and whatnot. Which is good, because this is going to move into what I was going to talk about before I noticed that little piece of tidbit on my screen. But Pokemon Go is going to get a big update called it's tempting, called Mega Evolutions. So in the core game, in Pokemon X and Y, which I'm ironically playing right now, there's like there's sort of some Pokemon, if they're holding the right item, can achieve what's called a Mega Evolution, where it's a temporary evolution that only happens in battle, but it gives them a boost in stats and just makes them typically pretty better for that battle. You can only use it once in one entire battle. Once the battle ends and you go to a new one, then you can do it all over again. But it was only some Pokemon. For instance, like the starters from the Gen 1, Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise had a Mega Evolution. And so it enabled them to be... I'm going to try this Mist Ball. I don't know what it does, because he just learned it. But it enables you to get pretty strong. I believe in later generations it also allows you to perform like an ultimate move. Eventually, get that ball rolling. But we haven't received any details how it works in Pokemon Go. They just announced that it's the next big feature for Pokemon Go that will be these Mega Evolutions. Because they're not permanent as you would expect from a regular evolution. They're just temporary. But they do, like, when you Mega Evolve a Pokemon, it gains like a different appearance, like it does as like a normal one does. So we'll see how that all balances out. And there's a pretty good list now of Pokemon that can Mega Evolve. But we'll see if all of them make it, if they make the change, if it's something, if it works differently in battle. Who knows, it might even be like a permanent thing where like a Pokemon just is Mega Evolved. I wouldn't expect them to go that far, but it is what it is. So we'll see. It's planned sometime during this year that they'll bring out Mega Evolutions. And my guess is that, like, if it's going to behave like it does in the core games, is that it's only going to be in battles, like, that you're controlling. I don't think it's going to be like you'll be in a gym fight and then all of a sudden their Pokemon Mega Evolves. Because the other thing too is that you can't make a Pokemon hold an item that allows them to Mega Evolve like it does in the core game. You need a very specific item to get them that. So that it'll be interesting, like I said. I have to see how they're gonna work that out. But there is some little news that Niantic is gonna bring out some new features that at least they're gonna put in the testing realm to see how that all works out. They've been testing like some really new things in the Australian continent, like some like new ways to earn coins. But they also made it so that it reduced the amount of coins that you got from gyms. Not that you wouldn't earn 50 coins from a gym, as a max. It took longer to get 50 coins from a gym. And that's not been settling too well with the people. It's like, yeah, we're hoping it doesn't become a main thing, because a lot of people are like, no, there's actually like other good ways to earn coins in this what we call a public test server, the PTS. Like they're happy about some of the other ways that you can earn coins. It's not over here, that's for certain. It's still 10 minutes for us here in Arizona. But if you're experiencing it, maybe it's working its way over here. Because, like, I'm still knocking out my Pokemon, like, at 9 hours, 10 hours even, and I'm still getting the 50 coins. So, because with the original style, it's, Zubat's a bloodsucker. Because it used to be 8 hours and 20 minutes exactly would get you your 50 coins for the day. And it's still behaving the way it is over here. Hopefully that does stay. But they've got some a new feature, what's called a daily guaranteed Pokemon encounter. It's just it attracts a very specific Pokemon that you can get no matter what. Like, we'll see how that does. It's not going to be an everyday thing right now on the PTS, but they are going to bring out a daily free box, which seems to be like it's almost like a rechargeable thing, and it looks like it'll take the place essentially of needing to go to a Pokestop, as it were. Interesting, yeah. I haven't. So you might be part of the new update. It doesn't tell me who's got. Yeah, it doesn't tell me who's part of the PTS trainers. I'm pretty certain they're all going to be level 40s, which I'm not. So we'll see how that goes. I'm alright with both of those items. Yeah, it's a special incense will attract a different Pokemon. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's one of the... Let's see. I don't think I've... Nope. That didn't work there. But yeah, just some new changes. New changes on the horizon. I just know I haven't experienced any of these changes yet. I have, like, no good items or good moves against this clay doll. It's unfortunate. But yeah, and I know there's one yeah, they've done more good than they have done bad, honestly. Like, it's been pretty solid as a game. Changing the gym system was probably the best thing they did, and it worked out super well. Alright, gonna have to switch that out because another Seismitox is gonna knock him out. And I couldn't understand why, like, making the gyms, like, take longer to generate coin. Like, 15 minutes I think would be pretty normal, because it generates every 10 minutes is one coin. I think 15 minutes would be pretty reasonable as a change. Like, it still makes it so you have to hold it longer. But, like, it doesn't change it, like, supremely crazy long. Like, if it was 20 minutes to generate one coin, like, that would be insane. Although it's a much better system than... It could be. That would be the 20 minutes. And 20 minutes per thing, and that would take too long. I think 15 minutes would be better. Go for the 4 per hour thing. I think that would be a much more reasonable thing. And if the other things are, like, if it's easier to get coins from, like, you know, maybe you spin a number of Pokestops per day, and that gets you like 5 coins. Like, it's not would be terrible. Like, it wouldn't be that terrible if you live like in the city where there's a lot of Pokestops. Yeah, 20 minutes too long. That's why I think 15 minutes would be better. Because it doesn't, like, if you can't, like, it doesn't make sense to, if you have to wait, like, if it takes more than, like, you know, if you have to put your Pokemon in at 3 o'clock in the morning so that at the end of the day you can go get it, like, that itself doesn't make sense. Like, it would have to be, I think what you would have to do, honestly, is cap how much the gyms generates. Like, say instead of the 50, I don't know why I'm trying to think about battling this. Instead of making it like 50 from the gym, you can only get like 25 from the gym specifically, and then like another 25 is through, like, you know, capturing a streak of Pokemon, or, you know, maybe doing a research that gives you coins as well as like a daily thing. Like, I think that would have to be the way to go to make that more reasonable, if that makes sense. Yeah, because I think what they want to try to do is make people more active going out. It's like giving people an incentive to go to, you know, visit stops continuously, go around, you know, capturing Pokemon. Like, give people an incentive who are already at the level 40 who don't need the experience points for capturing Pokemon and spending stops, battling and whatnot. Like, give them incentives to go and keep on doing that. I think that's what they want to do with all that. And I think if you're going to make it take longer to generate coins and gems, I do think that the best way to deal with that is just to put a new cap limit on how much you can generate from gyms, and then just make the rest very specific objective-based things on a day-to-day thing. Like, honestly, like, even if it was like capture 10 Pokemon to get 10 coins for the day, I think that's pretty reasonable. Like, unless you live way out in the middle of nowhere, it's not like you can't find 10 Pokemon in a day kind of deal. But that's how I would do that. Just give them a good reason to be out and about. Let's see. Let's see. Nope. Nothing good there. Pay to win, I bet. That's what I would bet. Alright. Let's see if we can find out what the new... Because I gotta figure out what... Don't fall over, phone. Don't fall over. Good thing we're asleep, too. This is gonna work out well. Bought all those XP points. Alright, well, we're gonna have to retreat Moltres. Not gonna be able to take another fight. Alright, let's go. Pokemon. Direct. I'm just gonna start with there. Pretty much everything? That sounds impossible. That sounds impossible. I wanted to see the whole thing, not some other people's announcements. Just true. Let's see. Alright, that'll do. That'll do. I just wanted to find someone who just wrote notes on the news from the Pokemon Direct, not a video on it. I don't need to replay it. It's not my job. Okay, yes. Alright. I forgot that was a thing, the Pokemon Home thing. Forgot they wanted to do that. It's just an app that can act as a hub to basically deposit all your Pokemon across different generations. I forgot that. So that's the wrong one, but it's fine. Blaze Kick? Oh, you're right, you're asleep. I should probably think about retreating you. You got it, it's fine. Yes. Yes. Trying to... Sounds pretty true to me. I believe it. Auto XP poke. Sounds like it. Alright. All I wanted to see. Alright, I'm gonna have to load the video. Because nobody types, apparently, about what's happening here. Now, at least let's switch to sideways view. Because my phone does really well with its case sideways oriented. But if you try to prop it up lengthwise, it doesn't work out so well for it. The little stand wasn't built for that. Because I know they've got another announcement. Nope, that's still the wrong thing. Although I won't say no to it. I won't say no to that. Yeah, we'll go with Muddy Water. We'll go with Muddy Water. That's... You name it, it's happened. True story. I don't know why Muddy Water is missing. It should not be missing that often. Oh, I know why. That's the wrong date. Why can't anybody do what I want to do here? Right? Right? June 2020. Okay, that, finally, somebody understands what I'm trying to do here with my life. Definitely can tell by all those terms that's happening. At least we took care of Elite Trainer Sonia, who is apparently a Rocket member. We don't judge here. Often. Alright. Go grab the item over here. Okay, Great Ball, I'll take it. We are running low on that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bum-ba-dum. Cafe mix. Alright, time to run away. Okay, yeah, it's next week. The next Pokemon Direct. Because they announced that they've got some other big news for Pokemon on the way, and we don't really know what it is. Which is kind of ooh, hello there, sir. Okay. If I wanted you, which is a strong possibility, would I be willing to trade you out with somebody? Because I've got an ice Pokemon. A ground dragon type is not particularly what I want. I don't think I'm willing to trade out my Pokemon just yet for that. But yeah, it wasn't that long ago that Pokemon Sword and Shield came out. And it's not like they've continued support for the... So we found a Bulbasaur too. That's adorable. Oh, my little Bulbasaur's asleep now. Little shiny Bulbasaur. But yeah, it's not like they've got another system to put a Pokemon game out on. Like, you've got Pokemon Go for the phones, all the smartphone devices. Pokemon Sword and Shield came out. So the only... And like with Pokemon Snap, like that's a huge, huge thing. All 12 of us that played that game on the N64 days. Although, I would love to see like Pokemon Stadium come back. Like, I'm hoping that's what the big announcement is that it's some sort of Pokemon Stadium game where you can take Pokemon from, like, the Sword and Shield. Yeah, we were. We were indeed. But yeah, I'm hoping it's a way of, like, kind of like in the old days of you can take Pokemon from your, from the Pokemon Sword and Shield game and then put it into Pokemon Stadium, which I think it could do pretty well, honestly, if, like, it just accesses, the save data on the Switch system. Like, I think that's pretty doable, honestly. We've seen crazier stuff they've done with like, the transfer packs and whatnot over the course of the years. But I'll have to keep an eye out. It's either next Tuesday or Wednesday. Like, I'll have to see what the specific date is for that, but could be some pretty big news, which, to be fair, Pokemon Snap was pretty big news. It wasn't like us, so we weren't aware of, like, I'm just gonna run away. That's easy enough. It wasn't like we weren't aware of, like, the DLC for Pokemon Sword and Shield as well. Yeah, I'll have to let you know. Hopefully it's good, because I would like to be interested in it. I'd like to see what new stuff comes out and about as a result. Who knows, too, it could be an entirely, like, new game as well. That would be pretty crazy, because, like, you've got, like, there's, like, the Pokemon Dungeon games, which are kind of, like, a little more, like, dungeon crawler RPG type of games, but there's a good fan base for that. Alright. No, I just sent you out. We did the whole retreat thing, righto. This could get interesting, because I have to send out the Moltres, who does not work well in the water department. Does not like it. Does not want to be near it. Would rather just say no to water. But so far, no water. Just agility and a psychic move, which apparently everybody knows. Everybody knows the trouble I've seen. Everybody knows my sorrow. Drowsy, yeah. You got one shot. One chance. Make yourself a legend, Drowsy. Alright. Acid Armor. Weirdly enough, Acid Armor just raises your defense super crazy. Like, that's not what I would think of Acid Armor personally, but oh. Well, you tried, and you know, that's all we can get. That was fun. I had fun. I was like, oh, I should title it that. I was like, that was completely on purpose. I was like, that's perfect. Overheat. Okay, wait. Wait. Hold up. Could you not... Hang on. I'm pretty certain, yes, we tried to make you teach Overheat, but it was not available beforehand. I tried, and you just learned it? Okay, hang on. I'm gonna go cool myself down. Actually, I just really need to use the bathroom. I will be right back, lickety-split. Keep yourself entertained. Yeah, I'll take the win. And I'll take the Overheat. I finally get it. Sorry about that. That's... If I had more high fructose corn syrup in my diet, that wouldn't have happened, I'm sure. Would have been just fine. The worst part about all this is Hobbs has moved somewhere. He woke up when I left and moved somewhere else. That is not a particularly good sign. Because he's used to me. Remember I was talking about Hobbs. Alright. Okay, that got super close. No revenge is sweet. Okay, I have 3 Pokeballs and a Great Ball. I don't think I've got anybody who can inflict a status. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Yep, I'm pretty happy about that. Not gonna lie. Hang on here. Hang on here. Oh! Not what I meant to do. There we go. Now I gotta go rescue her. There's a tiny problem. Okay, so Hobbs is used to me getting up, like at the end of the stream to go and feed him again. And I usually feed him a little bit. But the fact that I don't see him out in the open, demanding food, means he's probably napping somewhere. He's probably like, I've given up on life. I meant to go grab best friend number 2. Let me tell you, Pokemon Go was the first time that I actually had a Blissey, ever. Okay, so the real question is, who gets to leave? I don't mind having a Drowsy, to be honest. I don't mind having you, an Ice Pokemon, a Water Pokemon, a Cool Pokemon, and a Flame Pokemon. Oh, it's so difficult. So difficult. Okay, let me at least look at you, see what you've got going here. I thought it was good. Natural Cure, so it'll heal its... I think that's the one that heals its status when it's... Okay, so you know Barrage, Stomp, Razor Wind, and Covet. Yes. Alright. Covet could be useful, kind of works like a thief. Just normal type. Razor Wind is actually not really cool, because it takes 2 turns, and typically speaking, it's not really worth it. Like, especially since I'm pretty certain... Yeah. So, if you look at her attack and defense, they're both 7. She's not really cut out for the whole physical attack business, but special attack and special defense. Not to mention, she has 59 HP. 59. Nobody even comes close to that. Okay. Not yet. Alright. I think the Puccini is a good call. He doesn't know any Dark-type moves currently at the moment anyway. So, I think it's a good call. And I would like to have a wall Pokemon, as it were. In case I need somebody... Like, usually, like, when I'm playing a normal game of Pokemon, I typically have, like, a Snorlax that I use as a wall in case something goes wrong, and I'm like, oh, I need to go heal up, need to go revive that Pokemon. Was not supposed to be knocked out. And Blissey will kind of fulfill that role. And just be like, well, I need to go do a little healing. Blissey, stay out there for a little bit. I should see if she knows any other moves, though. Tiny Tank? Good thing we found a Sudowoodo. Oh, hang on. Gotta... Yes, it's now a completely balanced team now. I remember someone was complaining about not having a gender equality team here, but now I have 2 that don't identify as a gender, 2 males, and 2 females. I don't think it can get more balanced than that. I think we've hit all the right notes here. All of them. Alright. There we go. Very PC. I'm telling you, everybody would be super happy with what I've done. I also know as well, like, we're probably getting close to the time where you need to make some dinner. So let me know when you need to do that, and I can stop the stream so you can go have food and whatnot. I appreciate a family that eats food. I think it's a noble cause. Alright, I'm pretty aware I need to get through here to get to Cerulean. Don't tell me what to do, young child. Ranger Thomas, please. Alright, Blissey. Alright, let's just start with a stomp. See how well you do. I mean, it could be better, let's be realistic. Alright. Alright, that's not cool. It's not cool. Slack off. He is cute, not a typically useful Pokemon. That whole every other turn, you can't do anything about it. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. 10 minutes sounds pretty good. Umbreon. Bring out Tiny Tank. I don't think he was wrong. Pretty certain he wasn't wrong about that. Alright. I'm just going to assume Tiny Tank is not going to be able to take that fight, given how the last one went. To be fair, I'm pretty certain I wasn't useful until I left the house. I'm willing to bet he would support that I was most useful outside the house. Wouldn't be wrong about that, honestly. Faux Chansey's attack. He has a Chansey? Oh, because that's what Beat Up does, right? It asks other people to help you out. That's right. I know it's a Dark-type Pokemon. I'm going to assume it's not good news for me. Oh, no, Skull Bash. That's cute. I don't remember it giving defense, though. Details. Good thing I get to raise my everything with my, what is it, the rock thingy? Yeah, Ancient Power. I think it's like a 10% chance it does that to you. I could be wrong about that, but it's a low chance you get to just basically raise the important stats. It doesn't do special, or speed, I think. Yeah. I think that's what it is. I was with special defense, and I was like, wow, being called by the game for that. It is great when it works, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Although it takes a while to get through all the text. Yeah, and that still did a lot of damage despite the number of times we've risen up our stats. Like, that could have gone wrong. Tiny Tank's level 9! Oh, none to attack and defense? Big health upgrade, though, that's for certain. Alright. I guess she's gonna need irons in the future. Because boy, does she need the defense. Like, boy, she's not getting it at this stage. Alright. We're gonna try a Stomp again. A Focus Energy. And it's working up a sweat. And it's getting ready. Mind and body are one. I'm gonna retreat because I'm a coward. That's what I do best. Cower in the fear of a Chansey. Stayed awake. Extra sensory, please. I gotta see what Mist Ball actually does. Oh, did not realize it could make an opponent flinch. I will now be using this. I'm cautious. Indeed. When you're on the front lines of war, you gotta be cautious. And that's why I always keep somebody in front of me. Alright, come on. We're almost through. We're almost through, Drowsy. There we go. I just need Blissey to get more experience points. That's all I need. Alright, 7 HP, no attack or defense. Again. Okay, hang on. So Psych Up should allow you to do... to copying any stat change. Okay, that is not what I'm used to Psych Up doing. That's not a random thing. Yes. It only works if they're increasing their defense, honestly. Because that's what I would want it to do. Alright. Easy peasy. Check the rearrangement of my Pokemon here. It's actually okay, weirdly enough. Let's go grab one more item, and I'll call it quits here on the stream. Well, there's that item, but we gotta go through this Pokemon. So we made a little bit of progress. That's not too terrible. We did find a Blissey, and let's be realistic. Blissies are pretty nice. A green scarf. I actually don't know what that item does. I found more mail, because that's useful. Ooh, speaking of iron, I shall give it to Tiny Tank. Yeah, no, finding Blissey by accident was pretty good. Oh, okay, that's cute. That's why I never found it, because I don't do the contests. Go figure. Yeah, thanks for dropping on by. I'm going to try to do this again tomorrow. Try to aim a little bit earlier than I was today. Dealing with cats and whatnot sometimes doesn't work out too well. Yeah, I just found a green scarf. I don't have one in real life, but it would make you look smart in a contest. That's what it tells me. That's what it tells me for sure. But I'll call it quits here. Again, I'll try and do this tomorrow. It's fun you being here with me, that's for certain. Certainly get through this day much easier, that's for certain. Streaming's a lot more fun when I have people to interact with. But thank you. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I will go enjoy mine, even though it's technically not evening yet. Tiny details. Hope you're all having a good day. I will see you tomorrow about the same time. Take care, everyone.